This is John from FlatCatGear, and today I'm going to talk a little bit more about Ocelot windscreens. So the Ocelot name comes from a family of windscreens designed for canister top stoves. There wasn't a really good solution out there until we came along, and we have a plethora of canister top stove solutions. We expanded into looking at HX pots, and we started off with the Ocelot HX. And the reason we started off with this with the fire maple, because the fire maple has those convenient little nuts apart on it, and it's easy to take apart. And really, we developed that to see if it would gain traction. Were people interested? How well did it work? And it turns out people really like the idea, and it's gaining a lot of interest. And so then we developed the Ocelot Inferno HX around the Pocket Rocket Deluxe. And the reason we did that is this particular stove, number one, it's one of the top selling stoves in the United States. And the other reason is, particularly for the Sterno Inferno, because the legs operate, it was easy to adapt. So let's talk about the difference between these two Ocelot HX solutions. So start off, the Ocelot HX was designed to use the fire maple 300T. There's also a bunch of clones that are identical, and so there are probably 5 or 6 different stoves you can use here. The price of the stove is relatively cheap. I looked online, you can buy one of these stoves for $24.40. Now, the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, Pocket Rocket 2, work with this plate, a little more expensive. The regular Pocket Rocket 2, $49.95. This is a Pocket Rocket Deluxe, $69.95. So, talk about the key features. The fire maple stoves and the clones are not regulated. They're just an open source needle valve, and you have to manually light them. Pocket Rocket Deluxe has a micro regulator and also has an auto ignition. The Pocket Rocket 2 does not. You have to manually light it, and there's no regulation. Speed. Fire maple is a little bit below average for canister top stoves. In the other end of the spectrum, the Pocket Rocket 2 is one of the faster stoves out there. Efficiency. Fire maple's pretty good. Pocket Rocket's better. Wind robustness. Now we're just talking about the stove alone. Wind robustness. The fire maple's okay. The Pocket Rocket Deluxe, excellent. Right up with the Soto Windmaster. Very similar type of stove designs. The burner plate on the Ocelot HX is aluminum. It's 63 thousandths of an inch thick, and it's 18 grams. The Ocelot Inferno HX is stainless steel, and it weighs 21 grams. Another key difference when we introduced the Ocelot HX, we really decided to make it dedicated, that you just screw the adapter plate on and not use it with regular stoves. That being said, you can always take it apart, put the original pot stands back on, and it will work. But we don't recommend it, so we're kind of downplaying that a bit. The Ocelot Inferno, very simply, seconds to modify it, and you're back running a regular Pocket Rocket Deluxe. The Ocelot HX was designed to work with 4 different HX stoves: the Sterno Inferno, the Bulin, the Fire Maple, and the Jetboil Stash. And there's an A and B side on the plate, and so to fit those models, you unscrew it, flip the plate over, screw it back together. The Inferno HX is only designed to work with the Sterno Inferno pot. And the reason being, again, when you put the arms down and put the plate on top, that sets the burner height, and this is very particular. So it's definitely set to a close gap, just the way it's designed to use with a regular pot. So the Ocelot Inferno HX is only used with the Sterno Inferno pot. Then you can take the plate off and use it with any pot you want. So hopefully that clarifies the difference between the Ocelot HX and the Ocelot Inferno HX. Come visit us at www.flatcatgear.com.